All right. Welcome back to another video. Glad you guys came back and are interested to see what today's topic is. Well, I guess you can tell by the title of the video, but take a look at this. I bet you've never seen me wearing a red shirt before. You haven't. Telling you, we're upgrading. We're changing things. We're moving forward. We're evolving out here. Bought my other shirt. I'm just joking. I've had this for a while, but figured I'd throw it on for today's video. Today's video, I'm talking about the illusion of comfort. You guessed it. Comfort. Because if it isn't obvious based on my previous videos, especially my early videos, it looked like I was wearing one shirt the entire time. I promise you guys, I have like 5 or 6 great undershirts. It's not the same one, especially with the black undershirts. So, time to change things up. Now, before I get started with it, go ahead and comment your thoughts below about how comfort has impacted your life. This can be in a positive way or in a negative way. Now, don't get me wrong, not all things that are comfortable are going to be negative and that should be changed and tossed out. No. There's good comfort and there's bad comfort. Go ahead and comment your thoughts below and let me know. Let me know what you think. So let's talk about the illusion of comfort. Now, when I talk about it being an illusion, I'm talking about the people who get caught up in being comfortable. I'm not talking about the ones who take it step by step or in incremental amounts. I'm talking about the ones who have set up shop and they're just going to live their entire lives being comfortable. Now, why is it an illusion? Why do you think that is? Well, it's going to take a long time for you to really notice what kind of impacts comfort has on an individual. And it's usually one of those things where it's like you're waking up from a deep sleep. Once you realize it, you're like, holy crap. Now what? I've been doing this for so long. I like how it's been going. It's like the people who go to the gym. They go and they exercise one day and then they leave until next year when they set up the New Year's resolution. It's an illusion, and it's a slow process that builds up over time without you really catching on to it. Another way to think about it is it's like a dream that's a nightmare. Because once you wake up from that dream and you look at your life, you look at all the time that was wasted throughout that entire process, it's not going to be good. It's not fun. I'm sure we've all been there, but only a small number of us get out of there. We put whatever effort, whatever steps, in whatever direction, as long as it's positive, is a heck of a lot better than just sitting there and marinating in that comfortable juice of life. One of the many side effects of this illusion is that you end up falling behind in life. Not only actually falling behind in life where you've done nothing to make progress in your own life in whatever avenue, be it work, be it developing skill sets, be it just overall growing as an individual, but you're also in the process switching out the good habits that you have, whatever they might be, and you're switching them out for the bad habits. That's unfortunate. Because if you've read a book called The Power of Habit, you'll realize, just not only from your own experience, but after reading it and it being tangible and really thinking about it, you'll realize that it's a heck of a lot easier to maintain a bad habit than it is a good habit. Good habits, you have to constantly work on. Bad habits, once you have them, it's almost like autopilot. You're always going to have them until you make the decision to break them. And then just marinating in your good old incompetence. That's not what you want to be. You don't want that illusion of comfort. If you take a look at all the people who have achieved a lot in their own lives, one of the many things that they'll tell you that they're allergic to is comfort. That's why some of them choose to wake up early, go for runs early in the morning, regardless of what the weather is, ice baths, whatever. They challenge themselves and they make their lives uncomfortable in a good way so that they can grow as individuals, because they know what the fallout of being comfortable is, and it's not a place anybody wants to go back to once they get out of it. It's like a drug. The more of it you have, the more severe the withdrawal process is going to be. Don't think about it and in terms of how many motivational videos you have to watch to get yourself out of that trance and to get things done. Believe me, been there, done that. I've watched hours of motivational videos before for a couple minutes of motivation. Initially, you might watch one motivational video and be motivated for a few hours, but as time goes on and you wear out all the motivational videos, you're going to go through a bunch of them for a small return, and you ultimately get nothing done, and you waste more time than you anticipated to. Although you have the right intention, you have the wrong application, the wrong execution. You really need to take up whatever it is that you have in your own life that you can challenge yourself with, be it waking up early, be it changing a routine, changing the way you get to work, changing your routine during the weekend in terms of where you go, where you eat, anything. It's always the smallest things that oftentimes probably won't even cost you anything other than effort. If you got to walk to a place, take any opportunity you can to get out of that illusion. Regardless of how severe the withdrawal process is going to be, it's not going to kill you. Don't worry. You're going to live. And once you establish yourself outside of that illusion, you'll realize just how rewarding life really is and how you never want to go back to that place ever again. Life is a journey. Keep that in mind. It's a journey, not a destination. So just keep moving forward. There is no point or no reason whatsoever for you to just sit around and get comfortable with where you're at and just stop. Life is a goddamn journey. You have the world around you. Do your part. Get out there. See the world for what it is. You don't want to live an empty life. You want to be those old people who have the biggest smiles on their face, who are healthy. You don't want to be those old people who are depressed. Granted, some people have gone through a lot and they don't know how to deal with certain things, and it's a process at the end of the day. It's not just a switch that you turn on and off, but it's still a process. But you don't want to be stuck being comfortable, for example, with not being happy. You don't want to be stuck at an old age, 70, 80 years old, thinking about all the time that's passed and all the time that you've wasted. Because what a lot of people fail to understand is that we're analytical creatures. We're always looking around us, be it social media, be it looking at what our peers have accomplished, and we always compare ourselves. It's always going to happen, regardless of whether we want it to or not, at whatever scale. You don't want to be old and be in a situation where you reflect on your life and you're not happy, and you're stuck comparing yourself to other people, be it your age or younger than you. Imagine being an 80-year-old, having to compare yourself to the 20-year-old, and you're like, wow, they're living their life a hell of a lot better than I did. You don't want that. You want what's best for you. And in order to act on what's best for you, you need to toss this illusion out the window and take whatever steps necessary that you've laid out for yourself to pursue that change in your life. As always, make sure to write it out. Get a whiteboard, note cards, paper, whatever it might be. Get it write everything out, and simply act on it. You'll see how much better your life is going to get as a result of that. With that being said, thanks for listening and have an awesome day.